Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. We use gestures the most on our phones, whether it be pinching to zoom on Instagram or double tapping to like. And one of my favorite gestures ever have been on the iPhone where you shake your phone to undo. And I think that's one of the most interesting gestures of all time. Today, I'm going to show you how to create these wonderful gestures using your favorite tools like Figma and Xd, and of course, pairing them with some really cool free tools like Framer and Protopie. And you'll be surprised how easy and straightforward creating such gestures are, and you'll be creating gesture animations in no time. I have divided this video into certain portions. I'll have those chapters either in the description so that you can quickly skip to the portion that you like. Before we begin, I am now on Instagram as well, so do check me out on Instagram at Punit Chawla Official, where I create some amazing, cool, unique content. Alright, so I'm picking up a quick UI kit. You can do this with any UI you like. I'll have the link in the description so that you can do the same. Alright, so I've copied over one of these screens. We'll be using this screen to showcase certain really cool gestures. As you can see in Figma, even if you add an interaction, it's limited to clicking, dragging, hovering, pressing, and various mouse actions. But for pinch to zoom, we will have to use certain other methods. Now, the first method, in my opinion, is going to be the most easiest and quickest method to do. It's called Framer.com. Framer is a platform which allows you to add custom advanced animations, actions, etc. from Figma. So I click on Open Framer. I'll create a new project in this case, and I'm quickly just going to select a blank project. Now, once a new project is created, it's super easy to add a Figma design. Just click on this menu bar here, go to File, and say Import from Figma. You can do it either from Figma or Sketch, and I'll quickly say Authenticate. This will allow me to authenticate Framer with Figma. Just follow the steps and allow the access. Once that is done, quickly just copy the URL you have on the browser right here, or say share, either one of those, and quickly just copy and paste it right here. It also shows you options of different pages. So if you have multiple pages, you can select one of them and say import. As you can see, it's quickly just imported our design from Figma into Framer, and now we will create the magic. Now, Framer does a lot of stuff for you automatically. You don't have to create multiple screens, etc. It's super easy. All I do is go to this insert right here on the top left. All I need to do is go to this little thing called insert on the top left. And here I want to add something called pinch. The one that I'm going to use here is pinch, pan, and zoom. Once that is added, there will be something which says show. If I click on show, it will show me the package that I need. Now, if I click on insert right here, it will insert this package on our artboards right here. Of course, it's already given a random image for us, which we can essentially replace. Now, in this case, you will either have to pick up from a URL or a local image right here. What I'm going to do is quickly go to Unsplash so that I can get an image quickly. I like this image right here. So what I'm going to do is click on the image just like that. Since I need a URL, I'll right click on the image, and you'll get the copy image link or copy image URL option right here. I'll click on this. Inside this, I will just replace the URL that they've given here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag it right here inside this frame. Yes, I can do exactly that. And the best part about these packages is that I can resize it to whatever value I like, just freely like this. So I'm going to resize it freely, just like this, until it fits perfectly in the square. Alright, so I ended up using a different image because that wasn't fitting in. But now this image is right here from Unsplash. I can quickly just go ahead and try this out for myself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this artboard, and there is a little play icon which appears right on top of the artboard. I'll click on that. And in case you have a laptop, you're working on a laptop right now, you can just pinch to zoom on the trackpad of your laptop, and this will essentially work. Otherwise, you can always copy the link onto your phone and then try it out. Now, as you can see, I can quickly just pinch from my laptop's trackpad, and this will increase in size. Wow, that looks great. And the best part is it fits in the area you wanted it to fit in. It doesn't expand horrendously everywhere. Now, unfortunately, I just couldn't find anything for double tap on Framer, at least Framer for web right now. Now let's move on to a tool which I love a lot. I've created a lot of videos on it. It's called Protopie. It allows you to add all these powerful gestures, animations, etc. on your Figma Xd or sketch design. So I'll quickly click on New Pie, and this allows us to create a new one right here. And as you can see, the screen appears here. I can quickly click on Import, which allows you to import from either Xd or Figma. In this case, I'll import from Figma. I'll click on that. Now importing to Protopie is so much more easier. All you need to do is get the Protopie plugin. I'll have a link in the description. Go to Quick Actions in Figma and just say Protopie. And this will give you the Protopie plugin on top right here. All you need to do is click on the artboard right here and say export. So what it will do is export your designs to your Protopie right here, and it's so instantaneous. Now to create the pinch to zoom, it's super easy. I'll double tap on this image which is named rectangle for some reason. I'm going to click on add trigger, and there are a bunch of triggers that we can work with. So pinch to zoom is super easy. So if I click on this pinch right here, it will give me an action. If I click on this plus icon, it will allow me to scale instantaneously. Again, there are a bunch of options where you can set the limit of how big this can get. The direction of it should be horizontal, vertical or diagonal. Diagonal is fine. And center of fingers or origin. I'm going to click on centers of fingers. Now if I quickly want to play this, I just click on run, and it adds this screen right here. I can quickly test this out. I'm going to quickly preview this. I'm quickly going to click on this device right here, and this allows me to just scan using my phone. Once I have this, I can quickly just pinch to zoom, and as you can see, it's pinching to zoom just like you have on Instagram. Now that was really cool, and I think this is one of the quickest animations you can create on Protopie. Now comes the double tap, which is going to be super fun. If I click on add trigger, it allows me to add another trigger on this image. Now I want to say double tap, and it adds double tap animations right there. If I click on plus, it allows me to do a bunch of things. But in this case, I want to add that heart button on this. I'm going to quickly go to my browser and search for Remix Icons, one of my favorite icon libraries out there. I'm going to search for heart, and it will give me a bunch of options here. I'm going to click on this first heart right here. Now in Remix, I want to change the color to white, since in Instagram you see a white heart. And I'm going to say copy SVG after doing that. Now if I go back here, I can quickly just copy it here and scale it up by holding shift and dragging out like this. This is so cool already. Now this is really cool. However, I want to change the opacity to 0 for the first instance, and also scale it down and just center it. This will be the position where it will start with. And under the double tap trigger, I'll click on plus. And in this case, I want to first scale up. As you can see, image 1 is selected, which is the same one as this heart right here. You can rename it as you like. I just see the size here, 143, and maybe I want this to be say 180 or 200. So I'll say 200, perfect, and the height also to 200, perfect. And of course you can change everything else here. I'm going to leave it at spring. Since in Instagram the heart springs or bounces, this is what it's doing. This is really cool. I can even change the opacity, which we would need to do just by clicking on opacity under this and jumping the opacity to 100, which is perfect. Again, I want it to spring just like we did earlier. Now I want to reset the animation. Once the heart pops out, I want it to go back in because it doesn't always stay there. I'll click on this plus icon again, and I want to say reset, which will basically reset our animation. To do that, I will quickly just drag this rectangle from the left to the right until it reaches our end right here, about at the end. Now, this is something we can try out on our computers, which is cool. If I click on run, it will open this preview up for us. If I double tap on this image here, see how it bounces on the top and goes back in. Now, if you want to see the shake to undo animation that I promised earlier, I've already made something which allows you to shake to move images around on the screen, which I think is a really cool tutorial. I suggest go check it out. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe for videos like this every Monday and Thursday. If you don't subscribe and don't click on the bell icon, you will miss out on this amazing content. I'll see you every time, same place, same time. Until next time, God bless.